All right, well, the hackberries are ready. As you can see here, when they're red like this, they're ready to eat. And I just wanted to give you guys a little instructional on how to do that, just so you don't break your teeth. What you want to do is just eat this thing carefully because it's got that hard seed in it. So just eat the outside part and then save the seed that's inside here, the hard seed, so you can grind it up and make flour. The other thing you do is you just actually take the berry and don't eat it. Just take it and go ahead and grind it up and mix it with water, and that's where you get the hackberry milk. It's a good flavor that you get when you eat the outside of it. And this right here, the reason I'm able to just walk up and grab these, which I recommend just getting like a jar or a bag or something and just gather them all up and then make what you're going to make. And while you're gathering, you can just be kind of eating the berries or whatever. Goats love these. But can't see. There's the road right there. This tree just fell over. These things do this all the time. That's just what they do. They break, their limbs fall in the road. They grow really well along fence rows too. So you can see that tree. It's actually a pretty older tree, but just a little bit of wind will cause these things to just snap and fall over. So you can find a lot of them after a rainstorm where the weight of the water will weigh these leaves down enough to snap that off. You can go over here and pick these clean. You can also climb a little bit and get some, but you're in competition with the animals once this starts. All right, let me see here. Show you in the sunlight. I didn't eat enough of it, but I can still show you. That's pretty much what it looks like on the inside. See, I didn't eat all the outside of it enough, but you just get that little bit off of it that you can eat, and then you got a full seed here. But the seeds are loaded with protein, so you can smash those up and eat them. But that's pretty much all there is to hackberries. Apparently scientists say they've been eating them for 10,000 years, so it's a really old breed of tree, and it's been used by humans prehistorically. You can see in here I picked just a few of these hackberries, and if you're looking for a reference, I know the screen kind of makes some of them look a little bit green, and some of them perhaps a little are, but red is better. Most of them are kind of an orange color, but it's actually pretty nice to get something out here in the wild that is actually palatable. Sometimes it's not that everything is perfect, it's just sometimes it's great to have it where it's edible. I'm not telling you it's like eating peaches or eating strawberries or something, but it actually tastes more like nuts. But what I'm going to do is I've got the mortar and pestle here, and I'm going to pour some of these in. I'm going to grind them up, and then I'll mix them with water and make some hackberry milk. So that's not all of them, but I'll just do it a little bit at a time because I don't know how well they're going to grind up. I'm just going to grind these around, and then I'll be back with you whenever I get them ground up. This is what it looks like so far. I'm just grinding it all up. You just remember those seeds inside there are not chewable, so you just want to make sure this mortar and pestle smashes them up good, because there's a lot of nutrients in them, but you just got to get them in that edible phase. I'm going to dump some more seeds in here and grind some more of them up, and then I'll mix it up. I just wanted you to see what it's starting to look like. Kind of getting a little bit of a cereal look to it, which kind of makes me wonder. Of course, I don't have access to milk yet. When one of these goats has a baby, I'll get some milk from it. All right, I've got it ready here. And let me see if I can put it where you can see. It's about what I showed you a minute ago. I just wanted to make sure that I got these smashed up good so that I can drink them. Now, of course, those of you with electricity could obviously use a blender and make just the same thing here. You could actually put the berries in with water, blend it up, and you're good to go. So, I don't have electricity, except for a very small amount to charge this phone. Let me put some of this in here, in this cup here, and then I'll mix in some water that I boiled and drink it. Alright, this is about as good as it gets as far as camera angles go. Let's scrape this off of here as much as I can. I don't want anything to go to waste, because you know, even a couple of little specks here is about the size of one berry, so try not to waste a whole lot. Try not to waste any, really. So that is pretty thick, so it's going to be interesting to see how it mixes with water. To start off with, I'm going to try this little bit right here and then see if there's something else I need to do. Look at that. I'll eat it, I don't care. Well, what that tastes like is just kind of a bland, kind of a nuts type of a taste. You can detect like a really small hint of sweetness. But the other thing I'm noticing here, there's like these little chunks of the seed. So it's small enough to eat, but there's these little hard chunks of the seed in there, I can tell. I'm gonna mix this little bit up and then drink it, see what it's like. The water, I still boil it, but the water is a lot more clear after this rainstorm has come in. I mean, it actually looks like good crystal clear water. So as you can see, it turned out this kind of yellowish liquid stuff here. And let me drink a little bit just for fun. I'm trying to think of what it tastes like. It's not a bad flavor. It's not a perfect flavor, but it's trying to think of what it tastes like. All right, I'm back. So for those of you who want something that's 100% palatable, kind of like something you'd get at the store, which I don't know that a store sells hackberry juice, but this is what it would look like. And I know everybody said on the blood weeds that I made it look tasty, and in fact blood weeds are not that tasty. So I haven't tried this yet, as far as just what you've already seen with the little shards in it from the seeds and everything. What I did was I took the milk, the hackberry milk that had the little chunks in it and stuff, and ran it through a screen. So you get this solid, let me see if I can get you close here and see. You get solid juice here. It's a little bit thick. It's a little bit of a thick juice, but you get solid juice here. So let me drink it and see what it's like. And it's good. It does kind of have, like I said before, that little bit of nut flavor to it, but it's sort of a different kind of a fruit flavor. And this comes from the wild, so I know if you were going to make like some kind of a Hackberry Delight brand or something, you'd probably put some high fructose corn syrup in it and make the kids go crazy over it. But just the way it is right now, this is natural, and this is like a real power drink, and it's really good. So you take if you could take them and chop them up and then run them through a screen so you get out any kind of seed leftovers or anything, you've got an awesome drink here. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you learned something, go ahead and subscribe or share it with a friend, and I'll talk to you guys next time. All right, here's a little bonus for you. I had what's left over that I dumped out of the screen that I remixed. And so I'm just going to stir it up real good and then run it through the screen again and get kind of a second dose of it. So here's how that works. It's hard to watch through a camera. Alright, but either way, it just goes through this screen and winds up down there in the bottom, and you got some perfectly cleaned out, nice drinkable hackberry milk.